Before you scroll away, I need to tell you about the Thanksgiving I cooked for 6 hours, then got told to leave before dinner. My name is Dana Sullivan. I'm 31 years old. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Last Wednesday, my mom called. "Can you come cook Thanksgiving? I'm too tired this year." I agreed. Drove 3 hours, cooked from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green beans, pies, everything. At 2:15 p.m., as I was setting the table, my mom walked in. "Dana, you should head out now." "Head out? Dinner's at 3. "I know, but we're doing immediate family only this year." "I am immediate family. I'm your daughter. You know what I mean, just us. Your brother and his family. You understand." I stood there, covered in flour, exhausted, having cooked all day, and my mother was uninviting me from the meal I'd prepared. "Stay with me, because this isn't about one dinner. It's about being good enough to cook, but not good enough to sit at the table. And what happened when I finally walked away and hit that subscribe button, it takes 1 second but means everything to me. Let me explain how I became the family cook, not by choice, by assignment. I'm the oldest of 2, 31, single, no kids. Work as a software developer. My brother Eric is 28, married to Shannon, 2 kids, lives 5 minutes from my parents. Growing up, I loved cooking, helped my mom in the kitchen, learned recipes, enjoyed it. It was bonding time, mom and me, talking, laughing, creating. But over the years, it stopped being bonding, started being labor. "Dana, can you make the pie for Easter?" "Dana, we need you to do the appetizers for Christmas." "Dana, can you cook Thanksgiving? I'm so tired." Every holiday became my responsibility, not shared, not rotational, mine. Meanwhile, Eric did nothing, showed up, ate, left. Eric's busy with work. Eric has kids. Eric doesn't know how to cook. So I cooked, and cooked, and cooked. Last Easter I made ham, scalloped potatoes, green bean casserole, rolls, and 3 pies. Cooked for 4 hours. Served 12 people. Eric brought store-bought dessert. Got praised. "Thanks for grabbing dessert, Eric. So thoughtful." I spent 4 hours cooking. Got thanked once. In passing. Last Christmas, same thing. I made the entire dinner. Prime rib, roasted vegetables, Yorkshire pudding, gravy, desserts. 7 hours of cooking. Alone in the kitchen. Everyone else was in the living room. Opening presents, laughing. I was sweating over a stove. When I finally joined them, present opening was over. "Oh, we saved yours," my mom said. A cookbook. Ironic. Eric got a new tablet. Shannon got jewelry. I got a cookbook. For the daughter who spends every holiday cooking. This Thanksgiving, I'd planned to stay in Minneapolis, have my own quiet day. But Wednesday morning, my mom called. "Dana, I need a huge favor." "What?" "I can't do Thanksgiving this year. I'm exhausted, too overwhelmed." "Okay. Maybe keep it small, order something? Or, could you come do it?" "Come do it?" "Cook Thanksgiving. Here, I'll buy the ingredients. You just have to cook." "Mom, that's a full day of work." "I know, but you're so good at it and you're not doing anything." "I was planning a quiet day." "Please?" "For me, it's Thanksgiving. Family should be together." Guilt trip, classic. "Who's coming?" "Just family. Me, Dad, Eric, Shannon, the kids, maybe your Aunt Carol." 12 people? "About that. Not too big." I should have said no, should have protected my day, but I didn't. "Okay, I'll come." "Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver." Wednesday evening, I drove 3 hours. Arrived at 9 p.m., exhausted. My parents were watching TV. "Oh, good. You're here. The groceries are in the garage. Can you bring them in?" 6 bags. Heavy. I carried them in alone. "Thanks, honey. See you tomorrow morning." They went to bed, left me to unpack and organize. Thursday morning, my alarm went off at 6 a.m. The turkey needed to go in early. 20-pound bird, Hours of cooking. I got up, made coffee, started working, prepped the turkey, seasoned, stuffed. Into the oven by 7:30 a.m., started on sides, peeled potatoes, chopped vegetables, made stuffing. My parents came downstairs at 9 a.m. "Morning, how's it going?" "Good, turkey's in, starting sides." "Great, we'll be in the living room if you need anything." They left, turned on the TV. I cooked, alone. Eric and his family arrived at 10 a.m. They said hi, went straight to the living room, joined my parents. I could hear them, laughing, playing with the kids, watching football. I was in the kitchen, sweating, flour in my hair, grease on my apron. Around 11 a.m., Eric came to the kitchen. "Hey sis, need anything?" "Actually, yes. Can you help peel these carrots?" He looked at his watch. "Oh, I told Dad I'd watch the game with him. Maybe later?" He left. Maybe later never came. By noon, I'd been cooking for 6 hours straight. My back hurt. My feet hurt. I was exhausted. But the food was coming together. Turkey smelled amazing. Sides were nearly done. I was actually proud. Despite being alone, despite no help, I made pies at 1 p.m., apple and pumpkin, from scratch. While they baked, I started setting the table. 12 place settings, nice plates, silverware, napkins, glasses. The table looked beautiful, all my work. At 2 p.m., the turkey came out. Perfect, golden, beautiful. I was carving it when my mom walked into the kitchen. "Dana, this looks amazing." "Thanks. Everything's ready. We can eat at 3. Actually, about that. Something in her tone made me look up. "What?" "We decided to do immediate family only this year." "Immediate family? That's what this is. I'm family. I mean, Eric's family. Me and Dad, that's it. Where do I fit in that?" You're not part of Eric's immediate family." "But I'm part of your immediate family. I'm your daughter." "I know, but what?" She looked uncomfortable. "It's complicated. Eric and Shannon want a smaller dinner. Just them and us. Grandparents and grandkids. And me? You don't have kids, so it's a different dynamic." I put down the carving knife, slowly. "You're uninviting me from Thanksgiving? After I drove 3 hours and cooked all day?" "You're not uninvited. You were never technically invited to dinner, just to cook." Those words, like a punch. Just to cook? "We needed someone to make the meal. You're so good at it." "So I'm the cook, not family. The cook." "Don't be dramatic. You had me cook Thanksgiving dinner for 12 people, all morning, 6 hours, and now you're telling me to leave?" "We're very grateful." "Grateful? You're kicking me out." My dad appeared. "What's going on?" "Mom just told me I'm not invited to Thanksgiving dinner." "That's not what she said." "That's exactly what she said. Immediate family only. I'm not immediate family, apparently." "Dana, you're twisting things." "Am I?" "She just told me to leave, before the meal I cooked." Eric came to the doorway. "What's the problem?" "Did you know about this?" I asked him. He looked at Shannon, back at me. "About what?" "That I'm not invited to dinner, that they only wanted me here to cook." "I mean, Shannon and I did mention we wanted a smaller gathering, and nobody thought to tell me, before I spent all day cooking?" "We thought you knew." "Knew what? That I'm good enough to cook, but not good enough to eat with you?" My mom tried to de-escalate. "Dana, you're being unreasonable." "I'm being unreasonable? You used me for labor and now you're dismissing me." "We're not using you." "Then let me stay for dinner." She looked at Eric, at my dad, back at me. "I think it's better if you go." I stood there. In the kitchen I'd been working in for 6 hours, surrounded by food I'd made, for people who didn't want me there. "You're serious?" "It's just easier this way," my mom said. "Easier for who?" "For everyone. Eric and Shannon want intimate family time." "I am family." "You know what they mean?" "No, I don't. Explain it to me. Why am I not family?" Eric spoke up. "It's not that you're not family. We wanted grandparents and grandkids. You don't fit that category." So I'm excluded because I don't have children? It's not exclusion. What is it then? Shannon, who'd been silent, said, "We want our kids to have special memories with their grandparents, without distractions." Distractions? I'm a distraction. That's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant. I'm a distraction, an inconvenience, someone to cook your food, then disappear. My mom tried to hand me Tupperware. "Here, take some food, for your trouble." For my trouble? You think Tupperware fixes this? We're trying to be fair. Fair would have been not lying to me. Fair would have been saying, "Dana, we need you to cook, but you're not invited to eat." Then I could have said no. "Would you have come?" my dad asked. "No, of course not. Who would drive 3 hours to cook all day for people who don't want them there?" "Exactly. That's why we didn't tell you." I stared at him. At all of them. They knew. They knew they were using me, and they did it anyway. "So you manipulated me, lied by omission, used me for free labor, and now you're kicking me out." "You're not being kicked out. What would you call it? Please leave before we eat the food you made." That's not being kicked out? My mom's voice got sharp. "Dana, enough. We're grateful for your help, but this is our house, our dinner, our choice. Your choice to exclude me. Our choice to have the Thanksgiving we want." I looked at the table I'd set, at the food I'd cooked, at my family who didn't want me, and I made a decision. "Okay." My mom looked relieved. "Okay, so you understand?" "No, I'll never understand, but okay." I took off my apron, dropped it on the floor, walked to the counter, grabbed my car keys. "Dana, don't forget your food," my mom said, holding out the Tupperware. "Keep it. You'll need it, since you don't have a cook anymore." What does that mean? It means I'm done. Done cooking for people who don't want me. Done being used. You're overreacting. Am I? You used me, lied to me, excluded me, and now you're surprised I'm upset? We didn't mean to hurt you. You just didn't care if you did. I walked to the door, grabbed my coat, my bag. "Wait," Eric said. "You're really leaving? You told me to." "We didn't say leave. Your wife called me a distraction. Mom uninvited me. Dad admitted to manipulating me. What else is there to say?" "Family doesn't give up on family," my mom said. I laughed, bitter, broken. "You gave up on me the moment you decided I wasn't worth sitting at the table I set." I opened the door. Cold air rushed in. "Don't expect me at Christmas or Easter or ever again." "Dana, enjoy your dinner, the one I made, the one I'm not good enough to share." I walked out, got in my car, started driving. Behind me, through the window, I could see them, standing in the doorway, watching me leave, not stopping me, not apologizing, just watching. I made it 5 miles before I had to pull over, cried in a parking lot, for an hour. Then I drove, 3 hours, back to Minneapolis, back to my empty apartment, on Thanksgiving. I got home at 6 p.m., exhausted, heartbroken, hungry. My apartment was dark, cold, empty. I turned on lights, looked in my fridge. Nothing. I'd planned to eat at their house. My fridge was empty. On Thanksgiving, alone. After cooking all day for food, I couldn't eat. I ordered Chinese food, ate it on my couch, cried through it. My phone started buzzing. Messages. "Mom, you embarrassed us in front of Shannon. Not we're sorry, not we were wrong, just blame." "Dad, you need to be more understanding." Understanding of what? Being used? Eric, "Shannon's upset. You made her feel bad." Shannon was upset? Shannon who called me a distraction? I turned off my phone, went to bed. At 7 p.m., on Thanksgiving. Friday morning, I woke up to 52 messages. Extended family weighed in, Aunt Carol, cousins, family friends. "You should apologize to your parents. Family is family, work it out. They did so much for you. Show gratitude." Did so much for me? They used me. But nobody cared about that. Nobody asked my side. They just knew I ruined Thanksgiving by leaving. One message stood out, from my cousin Jess. "Hey, heard what happened. That's messed up. You okay?" Finally. Someone asking if I was okay. I called her. Jess? Dana, are you all right? No, but I will be. What they did was wrong. Using you to cook, then kicking you out. Everyone else thinks I'm wrong. Everyone else wasn't there. I believe you. We talked for an hour. She validated everything. You're not crazy. That was cruel, and you had every right to leave. They're saying I overreacted, because it's easier than admitting they used you. She was right. Over the weekend, my parents tried different approaches. Saturday, my dad called. We'd like you to apologize. For what? For leaving, for making a scene, for upsetting Shannon. I'm not apologizing. Then we have a problem. We've always had a problem. You just didn't care until it affected you. Sunday, my mom texted. We're willing to forgive you if you apologize. Forgive me? For being hurt by them? I replied, I cooked for 6 hours. You uninvited me. I left. There's nothing to apologize for. She didn't respond. Monday, Eric called. Sis, can we talk? I'm listening. Look, Shannon feels terrible. She didn't mean to hurt you. She called me a distraction. She was trying to explain. There's no explanation. You all decided I wasn't good enough to eat with. After I cooked all day. That's not complicated. We didn't think you'd be this upset. What did you think? That I'd happily leave after being used? We thought you'd understand. Understand what? That I'm second class? That I'm labor, not family? He was quiet. Eric, answer me honestly. Did you know they were going to uninvite me? Long pause. Yes. Did you try to stop them? Shannon really wanted it to be just us. So you chose your wife over your sister. That's not fair. Nothing about this is fair. But at least you made your choice. I hung up. Weeks passed. Thanksgiving became a month ago, then 6 weeks. My family stopped calling, stopped texting, waiting for me to apologize, to come back, to accept my role. But I didn't. I spent December rebuilding. Therapy, friends, self-care. You experienced exploitation, my therapist said, and when you set a boundary, they punished you. So what do? You decide if these relationships serve you or if you're better off without them. I thought about it, really thought about it. My family used me, lied to me, excluded me, blamed me for setting a boundary, for refusing to be used. Did I want to go back to that? No. Christmas came. I stayed in Minneapolis. My friend group invited me to their celebration. I went. They welcomed me, fed me, wanted me there. Not to cook, not to serve, just to be. It was the best Christmas I'd had in years. My phone buzzed, a text from my mom. Merry Christmas, we miss you. We're ready to move past this if you are. Move past. Not apologize. Just move past. I replied, I'm not moving past anything. What you did was wrong. Until you admit that, we have nothing to talk about. She didn't respond. New Year came. I made resolutions. 1. Never accept being used. 2. Never accept being excluded. 3. Never go back to people who think I'm less than. My family didn't fit those criteria anymore, so I let them go. It's been 2 months since Thanksgiving. I haven't seen them, haven't been invited to. And honestly, I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm free. Free from being the family cook who's not family enough to eat. Free from being used and blamed. Free from accepting scraps when I deserve full plates. My cousin Jess checks in regularly. How are you? Better? So much better. Good. You did the right thing. I hope so. You did. You chose yourself. That's always right. Here's what I learned. Some people will use you as long as you let them. My parents needed a cook, not a daughter. A cook. So they lied, manipulated, used me for 6 hours of labor, then uninvited me from the meal I'd prepared because I wasn't the right kind of family, the kind with kids, the kind that fit their vision. I was good enough to work, not good enough to belong. And when I left, they blamed me, made me the villain, made everyone think I was wrong. But I wasn't wrong. They were. And I finally stopped accepting it. Have you ever been used by family then blamed for being upset? Have you been good enough to work but not good enough to stay? Have you cooked the meal you couldn't eat? What did you do? Tell me in the comments. Because you're not alone. And if you're going through this right now, you are not free labor. You are not a servant. You are a person, a family member, someone who deserves respect. And if your family can't give you that, you have every right to walk away, even on Thanksgiving, especially on Thanksgiving. My name is Dana Sullivan. My parents asked me to cook Thanksgiving. I cooked for 6 hours, turkey, stuffing, sides, pies, everything. Then they uninvited me from dinner. Immediate family only, they said. I'm their daughter, but apparently I'm the cook, not family, the cook. So I left, drove 3 hours, spent Thanksgiving alone. It was the saddest holiday I've ever had, but also the most honest, because I finally stopped accepting less than I deserve, and that changed everything. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.